I'm seeing the F1 movie early tonight thanks to Warner Brothers and Apple Original Films, and so I thought I would tell you guys why I'm so excited for the movie while I show you some of the options of what I might wear. This may be a little bit of a lore drop for some of you, but I actually went to film school, and if there is one thing I absolutely love, it is a summer blockbuster. We could also dress her down a little bit with this one. Jerry Bruckheimer is responsible for movies like the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, National Treasure, the Bad Boys movies, and of course, Top Gun. And Top Gun is one that we absolutely have to talk about in relation to F1 the movie. Okay, option 3, a little simpler version of the McLaren jacket. I think I'm kind of digging this one. Now, when I say we have to talk about Top Gun when it comes to F1 the movie, it's not just because of Jerry Bruckheimer. It's because the director of this movie is Joseph Kosinski, who also directed Top Gun Maverick. And there are a couple of things about Top Gun Maverick that I think are going to lend themselves well to this movie. One, Top Gun Maverick came out significantly later than Top Gun the original movie, and that meant that we had to take an old piece of IP and make it interesting to an entirely new audience and still serve that original audience that loves the classic film so much. And that's something that we're doing with Formula One, the movie, bringing new people into a sport that they've never heard anything about, while also making sure that fans of the sport also enjoy the film. Another thing about this movie that is one of my favorite parts about this film, and one of the things I'm most excited about as a filmmaker, is ironically the budget. A $300 million movie is one of the most expensive movies ever made, and the other movies that are near this budget or exceed it were all sequels, meaning that they were coming into a space where the audience was definitely already built in. And one of the reasons why their budget was so high was because of the fact that they shot practically and traveled all over the world to race weekends. This is something that makes sense for the director of Top Gun Maverick to do, because Top Gun Maverick shot a lot of their stunts practically as well with fighter jets. There's one scene in Top Gun Maverick that they were only able to shoot one time, and it's something that maybe you don't feel like is necessary in filmmaking, right? Like, shooting something practically doesn't always have to be done, and it's super expensive to do, and we have so many computers, but it is something that I think really still has the heart of filmmaking in it. And for a film like F1 the movie, where you're having this goal of trying to make audiences feel like they're in the car, shooting that practically is so cool. Okay, it might be time for another outfit change because I'm getting a little soapboxy. And then one other Top Gun thing that I am kind of excited about just from the trailer is that there's an iconic shot from the original Top Gun that's then recreated in a different way in Top Gun Maverick. From the trailers that we've seen so far, I am pretty sure our version of that in this movie is going to be a track run. And if there's one thing I love, it's an homage. And lastly, of course, we have to talk about the fact that Lewis Hamilton produced this movie, and that we know he was involved in trying to make sure that this was as accurate as possible. I think as a writer, I do understand that it's not going to be 100% accurate because first and foremost, we're serving the story. It has to move forward, and usually that's going to mean that things have to be kind of taken in leaps. And so personally, I'm excited to see how the fan base for Formula One grows after this, and also hopefully to see a really big summer blockbuster be successful. Also, I do think this is the dress for tonight. I mean, if we're honoring a producer, and then I think I'll pair it with one of these pairs of Gucci sneakers, not sure which, and a simple white purse, and probably a red lip. And be sure to follow along and see how the event goes, and also if all of my hopes and dreams for this movie come true.